Okay, so this is the full breakdown of my additions to Eyecraftmc's automatic farm system. This just includes his original concept, which is the auto farm of the farmers in the middle, but I doubled it up. I had to make some slight changes because I wanted to add bees to the build. Aside from getting more blocks, I also wanted to add a little bit more of growth from the bee functions. So this structure is 44 blocks wide by 24 deep. That's not including the bee unloader system in the back. That's going to be additional to the bag and length, but I can show what the system looks like and you can get a better idea. So for this one, I left stained glass where the hoppers are at, just so you can get a better idea. And I did alternating blocks so you can have a better count on where everything's at. So this is just this is the fairly skeletal build. 3x3 drops down to go down beneath everything, but it also helps for so you don't have any blocks backing up. These are just where all the hives are going to be, and these all feed down to a center channel. All those feed into here. Everything's just dumping into this. I recommend not dumping into a single box but making a sorter system, but this just gives you an idea of what the front's going to look like. That is the one hopper system that I use, but I've built this twice. This version will save you a little bit on the hoppers. Nothing too crazy, but it's some. This change is going to be the bees in the back are going to each feed down and then go down to where the farmers dump their crops, and then just still go straight down to the front. For here, I just added the tilled land. I put the water in the middle. Each of these, right here, the farmlands are going to be 9 by 9. But there's going to be a little notch taken out for the hoppers where you keep your one brown shirt. These are just for separators, so I'm just using logs across. This will be 9 for the front, but 8 on the sides, because the front is 1 block longer from the mud. This is where your flowers are going to be planted across the entire front, so the bees fly here, fly over the crop's back, and drop pollen, promoting growth. If we come put it back here, we can see the beehives are sitting on top. And here, this is just giving a little indentation. However you want to do, if you want to just use this build, that's fine. I haven't had any problems with bees getting in or out. And it has a nice look to it. Right over here is an example of the system for the unloading for the bees. This is just a comparator, and the more full the beehive is, the signal goes further and further until it hits a dispenser, and you can either have a empty bottle or shears. When that's activated, the hopper down below will catch it and send it in to your sorter, your box, whatever you're running with. Now I kept this part of the build only 3 high. I would say if you didn't have the bees onto here, you could just leave it as such and it'd work fine, but you're just essentially doubling up Eyecraftmc's build. I think the bees add a little bit more for me adding to the project. This right here, the interior is still all the same, except I've added a log structural beam across the middle. This is more for the interior look. The interior look is going to be more dark oak log or oak log, depending what you want to use. And the outside is going to be more of a stripped log and planks look to it. So on the front here, there's going to be 2 framings. There's an outer framing and an interior one. They're both going to follow the same supports, just different locations. So the outer one comes up 6 blocks, and then it'll be just a line. I'm just doing stripped dark oak, and this is just going to hit all the corners. And then on the back, this one I didn't strip these up, that should be stripped oak, and that runs all the way around. And then for the interior, you're just coming in one off the corner, and you're going to follow the exact same all the way around. Now for the interior ones, you're going to take them up another 3 blocks past the 7th, just so this can be done for the dome. And I just did the differentiating colors just to highlight where the extra numbers are coming from. And I put the first bit of glass, it's going to be 3 high here, 1 on the outside, 3 up top here, and this will set us up for the dome build for the end. And on the back here, this is just how the entire system for the beehives will look. So this is an extra 4 blocks off the build, depending how you want to seal this. And that's what that will look like. Now for the next part, I'm going to take away the alternating blocks. So at this point, you're going to have this built anyway, so you don't need to count the numbers on any of these. I'm going to change the color of the glass so you can see where the additions are on this one. So on the outer lip, this is just going to be a set of stairs going across. This is just for the decorative covering, makes this look more rounded and a lot better. And then you can just follow from the outside, stairs, 1 glass step up, 2 glass step up, 3 on the 4th, make it 2 across. On the 5th, take it all the way across, and then mirror the other side coming down this way. I'll just back up so you can see the colors. And for the top here, you're just going to make a cap. I just did dark oak logs, and then I just have a glass covering. And then this will be shown on the final product on how this looks after I get all the decorative pieces in. And on the center log in here, you can see I just added just a face of dark oak planks, and then doubling the stairs down the center. Okay, this is the final product of how everything's going to look. This is the side. The other side I have changed up so you can see the differences of what types of blocks. I'll go up top after this. This is just what I'm doing for lighting on the outside. On the inside on the supports, I put some lighting. I recommend some lighting. Put some lighting on top of the workstations. But this is going to be, this is your outer framing. I'm showing you this is how I had the stairs set up in the corners just to give a rounded decorative look. I put some lights in up on top. All of the half slabs are just with the smooth stone, and all the stairs, most all the stairs are set up as birch, just so you can see the differences. I'll just come up here. This will give you a better idea. So that'd be a stair block, and then it'll be a rounding stair effect coming up. Half slabs across just for the effect. And then if I come up over here, there's the outer glass. There's the first set of stairs. And then it's just going to go glass, 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 double. And this other one goes underneath of here. This is just another set of steps. Here is the framing. I have half slabs on top of the oak logs, just to make sure mobs can't spawn up here. I alternated, just so you can get a better look of how many are here. And those are half slabs. And then your outer decorative ones are going to be stairs and half slabs coming up. So on the interior framing, I just did stairs and half slabs. On the exterior, this is stairs but turned sideways just to give a more rounded look looking at the face. So this is two stairs, half slabbing coming up. And this is pretty much the entire build. Interior wise, I have the bees. I'll post a separate one. Just play some music and I'll do a 1 hour test somebody requested to see how much this actually produces in approximately an hour. I'm using gates and trapdoors to stop the NPCs coming up, but it allows me to come up. There's flowers across the front. There's a brown shirt in the middle. He can't get out. They can't get in. And the farmers can throw everything at him. I just want to be across dropping the pollen. The interior I just did upside down stairs to make a more rounded look for that main support from the logs there. And this is what the interior looks like looking up at the dome. Yeah, I'll just post a separate ASMR-ish video of standing inside here and then post the results for about an hour to see how much material this actually pulls through.